Hey legends, this is Madness. How you doing? In this video, I am reacting to Disney Z2's reaction or review of The Mandalorian season 3, episode 3. I noticed that the spelling might be a little bit off. I just literally noticed that, but otherwise, I sorry if you can't hear me too good. As you can see, probably in my corner, it's very late at night, and I honestly need to be a little bit more quiet than I usually am. But let's get straight into this. Thank you, legends, so much for 101 subscribers. As of the recording of this video, you guys are the best. Oh man, 100 subscribers special is coming up soon if it's not already here. So, comment, like, subscribe, share this video. Hope you enjoy it. React to my madness. Let's get into this. Oh, let me drop a like first.
Hello everyone, today I'm just going to start off this video by saying I wasn't too much of a fan of this episode. It's my least favorite episode for season 3 of The Mandalorian. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't great either in my opinion. But I will say this episode had a good start. Bo-Katan saved Mando from the living waters. He regained his conscience. Bo-Katan saw the mythosaur, but Mando didn't. We know this by her asking him if he
Right.
saw anything on there,
I like
which
that.
Mando just simply replied with a no. He didn't see anything. I love the whole dogfight scene, space battle
That
that
was
they had
beautiful.
against the TIE fighters, destroying them one by one, no struggle.
So, Bo-Katan, like beating around the bush about the mythosaur immediately said to me, I'm like, oh, she's gonna keep it a secret. Because my thought is what they could do is like if Bo-Katan gets the dark saber and the mythosaur, nothing will stand in her way. Nothing could possibly stand in way of her ruling.
With almost no struggle. That whole sequence was entertaining. I have no complaints at all. As soon as Mando and Bo-Katan were in the clear, more TIE fighters were sending in, and they even destroyed Bo-Katan's home, where she's been isolating
That was
herself.
heartbreaking to see.
And oh boy,
It
she
was
was
rough.
not going to let that slide. She was ready to kill every single one of them. But Mando knew that they were going to send in reinforcements, which they did. With overwhelming numbers of TIE fighters, they had no choice but to remove themselves out of that situation and
And that's the big thing about the dark side usually in Star Wars. Like, they may not have the quality when it comes to their soldiers, maybe not, but they have the quantity to back it up. With like the battle droids, it was the case. TIE fighters in the Imperial Army, it was the case. I at least feel with the First Order, it was a mix between numbers and quality.
flee. Pretty good though, right? Yeah, that's when things get boring.
As I'm guessing you can already tell where I'm at. I enjoyed this episode, and I enjoyed the Dr. Pershing segment of of that episode because it's very much like Andor, and I really loved Andor. Oh, this hurts because I keep running into people who don't like this episode, and I'm like, oh, like it did have this episode maybe not had me geeking out, but it satisfied a part of me. It satisfied a part of me that wanted to know deeper lore.
Yeah, that's when things get boring. The word boring is a word that I don't normally use, but I can't think of any other words to describe the rest of this episode with Dr. Pershing. Dr. Pershing is not a bad character at all, don't get me wrong. I liked him in season 1 and even in season 2, but I wouldn't want a whole episode dedicated to him. Him joining and helping the New Republic makes sense for his character. He was never a bad guy or anything. He just worked for the wrong
Wrong
side, which
side,
was the Empire. I
right?
do like they're going into details of how the New Republic and the cloning, but it didn't have to drag on for this long.
Okay, okay,
It didn't have to be
okay.
that long. When he went on that goofy mission with that one chick to get better lab equipment or whatever, I honestly don't care what her name is. I'm not
A
going to
lot.
bother.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it. A lot. Elia Kane. I'm hoping I'm saying the first name right. Elia Kane. I didn't trust her at all. I did not trust. Just as I think I probably said it previous. Yes, I said in my previous video in a little tidbit like, I did not trust her at all. Oh, I kept my guard up with this girl.
how they're searching it up. I just don't care. We all knew she was suspicious from the beginning. This
Yeah,
episode just didn't need to drag on for that long. I'm just gonna mention it again. It had so much screen time to the point where they both got official character posters. Can't even make this up.
ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mando and Grogu pretty much became side characters. Although I do feel bad for him when she turned up the max volume with the mind flare.
That's why I don't trust
He
her.
definitely got set up exactly as he said,
That's why.
and I do like how when he said that it was a trap, it was like basically kind of like a nod to the original trilogy, like Arco's
Ah,
character,
yep.
like in the original trilogy, like oh no, it's a trap. I did like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Ah.
So I
Mhm.
guess his brain was left to fry up. I'm a little lost as to why she did that, but I guess she saw him as a threat.
That is to come. I'm
But
looking
thank
forward to
God,
seeing where
the
that
ending gets
leads
good.
us.
Where Mando and Bo-Katan arrive into the Creed of Mandalore, Mando Mando pulled out that proof that he did in fact bathe in the living waters, making him a Mandalorian again. By Creed, Bo-Katan became a Mandalorian again too, even though she mainly did it to save Mando. It ends with the both of them being welcomed in, greeted by each Mandalorian, even oh I forgot her name. I'm sorry, the armorer,
Mhm.
and then it ends with the shot of the Mrs. Sword symbol hung on the wall. Overall, an episode that had a strong beginning and ending, but the rest of it was boring for me. I'm sorry. I hope it leads somewhere to
Understandable. I can understand. I can understand if somebody didn't like that it slowed down a bit, but it's the to me it's the people who jump immediately to saying like Andor is boring and stuff like that, and the the first two episodes of each arc. That's the only dude. To me, that just says to me how patient someone is, because it depends on how patient someone is. If you say that Andor is boring and like you just didn't give it a chance after the first three episodes or even the first two, ooh, that just tells me how little patience you might have.
Moff Gideon returning or something like that, because there's no way it goes nowhere. It's gonna mean something into the future. To anyone that liked this episode, hey, more power to you. But if not, I honestly don't blame you. That's all I pretty much had to say for this video. I just hope
Gotcha.
the next episode gets good, which I hope. I think it will, because I heard there were some rumors that this one's going to be more about Grogu and the flashbacks of Order 66, which I am looking forward to, even though we've seen Order 66 so many times. But I'm still down for it. I'm excited to see
Hey,
Grogu's perspective and how he
different
survived.
perspectives make it
But
richer.
yeah, I hope you all have a good day and peace.
Peace. So I'm one of the people who enjoyed it. And then anyone who doesn't like it, that's fine. I'm cool with that. And you can please like just like DZ2 did. He explained why, and I can understand. I can understand that. I know that for some people, like you don't want to just be like have your character sitting around doing nothing or nothing but talking. I understand that. My only like I at least I do and I don't like reviews of episodes. I like them because, for example, on Screen Crush, where they name Easter eggs and make theories of what is to come. But when somebody nitpicks every single thing and you name something and criticize it, even though the full purpose of something in an episode hasn't come through yet, but you criticize it to the ground to the point where people aren't interested when the resolve of something introduced comes up. Nobody is there to see it because everybody listened to that first person who criticized it to the ground and wouldn't let it go. Oh, I at least so like I like giving initial thoughts on episodes, and then once the whole season as a whole is done, then I would want to say something in depth. But yeah, like it started off great, the ending was great, and the middle was something I personally enjoyed. So, um, but then the next episode, now likely, DZ2's reaction. I don't think it's up yet. I don't think it's up yet for episode 4. But um, for brief, like because I've seen it. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. What? Oh, I'm not gonna go into spoilers. I will get into that in DZ2's next review. I'll get into it, or a future video that's coming up soon, where I'm reacting to another video from Star Wars Explained. Likely, I'll also go into it there. But and at least to me, that episode is these two episodes are an example of how, depending on what you do in an episode, the amount of time you have in an episode or a movie is irrelevant. Depending on what you do in it matters. The amount of time doesn't really matter. And I at least have that feeling because I watch TV shows that are about like 10 minutes long or 9 minutes long, something like that each episode, and it's able to tell a consistent story, build up tension in reliably, like very well. So I've seen, and I I guess I've seen shows and movies where it's a long amount of time, but they don't use it to its full capacity. So that's just me. Anyway, thank you, Legends, so much for watching. Thank you, Legends, so much for 101 subscribers as of the recording of this video. DZ2, hey man, how you doing? And thank you for making this review. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I look forward to the next one. Um, Video question: do you all agree with him? What did you think of episode 3? The oh man, I think it was the convert. I think yeah, I think episode 3 is called the convert. So let me know what you all think down in the comments. Please comment, like, subscribe, share this video. Hope you enjoyed it. React to my madness. I will see you in the next video. See you later.